Hello, Collective. This is Grand Madam on a Saturday morning. While I was watching my Westerns, I got a serious nudge to do some kind of reading, a bonus weekend reading for those of us who are not in third-party situations. This is serious, folks. What happens is that when you're reading, whether it's cards, psychic, astrology, what have you, you're going to pick up what those most in pain need to hear. But what about the rest of us? And that's why I'm doing this reading today, and I think it's going to be quite interesting. This is going to be the weekend bonus for February 1 for all those not in third-party relationships. And what I'm going to use, chose a whole different deck of cards. I'm using the Divine Guidance deck. Now, these are daily cards that you can use for your own spiritual development. So I decided to choose that. This is the deck that deals with the digital representation of the energies, of the spiritual energies within and around us, okay? I used the Life Purpose deck by Doreen Virtue. Oh, this deck is from Cheryl Lee Harnish. And I used Elena Fairchild's Sacred Rebels deck. And of course, I'm going to wrap it up with the Moonology deck from Yasmin Bulan. Now, Spirit guided me straight off the bat in how to format this spread. I've never done it quite like this before, and I think it's going to be interesting. So, I don't know how this is going to work, folks, but one thing I did realize is that I am talking to 3 different sets of groups here. So this is really going to be interesting. Now, this reading may be for all 3 groups, but it's something in here that is really distinctive that's going to be for 3 separate groups. So let's get started, and I'm not going to front. For some of these cards, I'm going to need a manual. All right? And so if you hear me reading for you, please don't be discouraged and don't get bored, okay? So, the first card I shuffled, and it was revealed, was card number 41. 4 plus 1 equals 5. For this divine guidance, I've got the manual. So, give a listen. This reading is going to be about your creativity. You are fully aligned with the powerful light of source energy and the loving harmony of Mother Earth. Your creative energy is centered and flowing. It is time now to embrace this energy. Perhaps you are an artist, a writer, a speaker, a dancer, healer, musician. Whatever you do that is creative, now is the time for you to get into that and just immerse yourself into it. Dedicate time each day to using your creative force, that's your life force, in a way that brings you joy. Keep yourself grounded, both feet flat on the floor, or if you can, go out into the grass and plant. Stay grounded and connect with meditation. And I might add, if you know some yoga moves with your meditation, do them first. Now, when you are aligned with Source and Mother Earth, your creative juices flow in abundance. And once you get that creative juice flowing in abundance, folks, you can create something beautiful and wonderful for yourself and for others. And that's where your money will come in, too. All right. The next card comes out of the Life Purpose Oracle deck. And this is about family. I'm trying to get a family. Loving your family and your friends is centered around your life purpose. So for some of you out there, some of you creatives, you're going to create something that's family oriented. It could be a children's book. It could be some type of new recipe. It could be some type of play, presentation, movie, something that's going to be good and inspire the family. And now, from the Sacred Rebels deck, ooh, Diving for Light. This is trying to find your spiritual way, trying to find the light out of the darkness. This is where your meditation and yoga comes in. Focus on that, and ideas will come. This is what these first two cards are talking about. Any negative thoughts, any frustrations, redirect your mind and focus on the lighter things in life. This also means you can go out and have some fun too with some family and friends. But focus on creating that thing, or focus on studying that thing, or researching that thing that is bringing you joy, and that is going to inspire you and your family. Okay? And this is interesting too. Don't go too far on the spiritual side, because the full moon in Pisces says you must balance spiritually with your practicality. So when you're creating that new movie, that children's book, that new recipe for the family now, you still have another life that has to be taken care of. Okay? That was for group 1. Let's see what's going on with group 2. And as I said, all 3 of these can also pertain to, you can own all 3 if you wish. Now, this is number 16. This is a beautiful card too. I'm going to get my fingers out of the way. See, I love these colors. On target. You're on target, folks. Maybe it's bothering me more than it's bothering you, but that's beautiful. Keep yourself focused on the outcome, your goal, your result. This card has come to you because you may be faltering or questioning or doubting yourself. Just let go of the doubts and the fears and the what ifs. Your life and your goals are right on target. Keep your intentions clear. Stay grounded in your heart and follow whatever intuitive nudging you may feel. Spirit, the universe, the divine, whatever you, God, Goddess, whatever you want to call it, is working with you and through you on an energetic level to help you bring your dreams into fruition. Okay? That's number 16. Oh, 1 and 6 in numerology. 1 plus 6 equals what? 7. 7 is the number of spirituality. And the life purpose card is, whoa, snap! Whoa, snap! I like this reading. Okay, let me get myself together. Some of you are going to become, if you're not already, spiritual teachers. Wow. You heal with classes, sessions, and seminars. So some of you are going to be putting together some workshops. Some may be tarot readers. Some just may have some information on ancient origins, ancient healing techniques. Oh my goodness, I'm feeling that energy. Yeah. Some might be taking trips to Egypt, or some might be performing or how to do ayahuasca ceremonies. Some might be doing the ancient Aztec thing. Some might be into shamanism. The Goddess Initiative. Oh, yes. This is for us. Some of you are spiritual teachers. Follow that goal. Get that. Don't be afraid. And that's for me too, because I have my own fears and doubts. I always felt that I never knew enough. Yeah. Ooh, look at this. Releasing allegiances. This is from the Sacred Rebel deck. Those who are not in alignment with your new intentions And your goals have got to be released. They have got to be let go. Or at least love them from a distance. I don't, you can't always, and I don't believe it's good to be cutting off everybody just because, not cutting them off completely, but how about just cutting them back or reducing their time spent with you? Oh, look at this. The balsamic moon. I've never heard of a balsamic moon. This is a time for healing. Some of us spiritual leaders and spiritual teachers, the way we got there, the way we became so spiritual, is from being kicked in the teeth, stomped in the head, and stabbed in the back. And yes, we are the wounded warriors, and we still have to take time to heal as we grow. Okay? Wow. Wow. I don't know what column 3 is going to be. So far, it looks like group 1 and group 2, it looks like group 1 is at the seeding stage. Group 2 looks like they're more at the immediate stage. So let's see what group 3 is going to be about. Group 3 might be in the stage of fruition. This is so interesting. Okay. And here is card 26. 26. 2 plus 6 equals 8. 8 talks about infinity. 8 talks also about material stuff, earth stuff. Elemental energy is calling you to connect to the mighty and loving life force of the planet. Material stuff. Try gardening. Get a house plant. Go for a hike. Or sit on the grass in a park. This is grounding, folks. This is how you ground yourself, especially if you're living in the city. Open yourself to this energy in every activity you do. So that means when you're working, stop what you're doing. When you take your break, go stand on some grass. Not concrete, but the grass. Well, if it's muddy, hug a tree or something. Don't let anybody see you on the job. Do that, though. You can also go and stick your hand in some plant soil. Just water the plants. Spend some time just standing near them. Nobody has to know what you're doing. Okay? Feel the pulse of life in the plants. Embrace the magic of creation. This is through gardening now. And play within the beauty and bounty the Mother Earth provides. Give your gratitude and prayer to all you eat. Well, we know about praying before we pick up the first forkful, right? I stopped doing that years ago, and my sister reminded me by showing me how she offers her food to the gods and goddesses. I said, I used to do that. I'm getting back into it, folks. Gratitude is good, whether you believe in deities or not. Say thank you to someone, even if what I've also done is I thank the animals. If I'm eating meat, I thank the animal who gave their life for my nourishment. A Native American thing. Well, I got some of that in me too. So yeah, that was natural. Also, creating an intimate connection with Gaia, the earth, heals the earth and opens you to new levels of energy, connection, and in communication in a very powerful way. Yeah, because you're connecting directly with the power of nature. You have immersed yourself or connected yourself to the nature and to life. Okay. And let's see what's going on. Life purpose card. Let's see what it has to say. These 3 groups are merging together. Here's the author. Some of you have an idea for that book. Could be the children's book, could be a book about family, could be nonfiction. You have a book inside of you that wishes to be expressed. Make the time to write it. I'm not going to tell you get up early in the morning and do an hour writing. I can't do that either. But I'm told writing takes discipline. And it does. Ask Spirit to, set the intention to write something on your book daily when you wake up. As soon as you wake up. Even if you don't do a daily devotion, if you're brushing your teeth, set the intention as you're looking in the mirror before you spit. I intend to spend an hour a day writing or more, writing on this book until it's done. So we have some writers, we have spiritual teachers, we have writers in this group, we definitely have families in this group. Someone's at the door, folks. Give me a second. I'm filming now. Come on in and walk around. They can't see you. I'm filming. Come in, walk around. Give me some heat. Sit over there. Yeah, I'm serious. I guess you do. And you're late. Come on. They'll forgive you. Then you walking out looking like you're in church. Don't you want to say hi to the people? Hi, people. That's my sister, folks. Oh, boy. Okay. She's in and she's out every morning. That was funny. Okay. Oh, look at this from the Sacred Rebels. Okay. To be in the world but not of it. Okay. Basically, what that means is not setting yourself apart from the world. It is creating a lifestyle that is best for you or best for us. By now, you know we can't live like everybody else. First of all, because we recognize everybody else is living in a state of fear, lack, pain, suffering. The hell with that. To hell with that. If you are a spiritual teacher, if you have been inspired by your higher forces, then you know we don't have to live like that. We can be in this world and not of it. We don't need to suffer. We don't need to be in pain. We don't need to be in lack. Why? Because of our connection to the divine, our connection to the earth. And some of you are going to write about that. This is right up underneath the author. Right underneath the author. Next to the spiritual teacher. I'm not sure what the family has to do with that. Because families aren't always in our corner. When we decide to be different. When we decide to, hey, let's have a meatless free week. Let's have a, what? No hot dogs? No burgers? No what? What? Vegan? What's that? But it's a beginning. To be in the world, not of the world. Because we are diving for the light. Okay? Oh, we are in a good space, people. We are in a very good space. And this new moon in Sagittarius says, wow, luck is on our side. So, with that, folks, I think that was a pretty good reading. We have our creativity is coming back around. Or is there? Some of us are diving for the light, looking for uplifting creative activities to participate in, uplifting creative projects to work on, books to write. Some of us are becoming or already are spiritual teachers. It's just that we have to get focused and intend to act in the capacity of a spiritual teacher. And some of us even have books that need to be written. Wow. On what? Our spirituality, or on how to be in the world and not of it, and still live well. Folks, that was your non-third party weekend bonus reading. I am Grand Madam, sending you much love. Now I'm going to get back to my westerns. Love ya.